Welcome, episode 2. You can teach yourself. I'm your guide, Patrick Horn, and we're going to do Detache today, along with string crossings. And remember, we were talking about bring your fair, which is F for fun, A for alignment, R for relax, and E for efficient. We're going to use the wall here to help us be efficient and relaxed when we do Detache. Basically, Detache, you don't want to use the upper arm at all. You want to use just the lower arm as the active part. The upper arm is going to move sort of passively in response to what's happening in the lower arm. Now, what you can see here is this muscle right here shouldn't be moving, but I just saw mine moving, which is not great, so I need to work on it. But we're looking at this photo again right here. So again, these are your pec muscles. All right, and so what you're going to do, this might seem a little weird, but if you do it, no one else is watching, no one's going to think it's weird. So what you're going to do is you're either going to feel the upper part of the pec head right up here, or the lower part, or kind of both right here when you play fast, because that can tighten up. If you're going back and forth, and what I'm trying to do is eliminate this movement right here. Now if I put my elbow against the wall, I can eliminate it pretty well. It's not great, it's not perfect. So using biofeedback, using your eyes to see if something's bulging or not, and also using your touch, which this would be like a massage, you can gently sort of put pressure on it and get it to release until basically it's not making any or very little movement whatsoever from going back and forth. And the reason why this is going to contract again is because your arm's going to be doing this sort of a motion actively. So what we're going to do is we're going to stop this active motion here, put the arm against the wall, and we're going to do our détaché like this. Gosh, I need to work on it. Look at that. It's a little bit better. You can try it without the instrument. Okay, here it goes. We're going to start with just some slow bows, elbow touching the wall, and I'm going to feel this to make sure it's relaxed. Okay, it feels pretty relaxed, and I checked all the strings. And you need to know where each of your arm levels are as well. So that's why we're going to do these string crossings. The other thing is that thumb right here, never feel like you're pressing up on it to do these string crossings. The string crossing is going to happen again right here and also here. Like if we're doing just small string crossings, just the forearm movement will do. If we're doing all 4 strings, the upper arm is going to help, but not the thumb. All right, so while you're doing this, make sure that thumb stays relaxed. Here we go. So we're going to do 16th note détaché, back and forth, thumb relaxed, pec relaxed, pectoralis head relaxed. I'm going to feel it right here while we're doing it. I hope it doesn't weird you out, but it's how I tell if I'm tightening up or not. All right, so we're going to start with let's start with 8 per string. I like to go to 6. All right, then here's 5s right here. So what we're going to do is we're going to basically add 1/16 for each group of 4 progressively. Sort of like this in slow motion. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then the same thing going back up. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that way we can keep it in a pulse. So we're not doing like 5 notes in one pulse. It's still going to be. And then you can speed that up. And then we go to 4s. Oh yeah, I'm going to feel here. 4s. And 3s. I'm still feeling relaxed here, so that's good. Keeping that index finger relaxed and the thumb relaxed. And feel like it's just your hand that's moving when you're doing this fast stuff, because this is kind of more like nano technique or nanotechnique. You don't want to feel like it's your whole arm's really moving, even though it is. You just want to have your awareness in the hand. And here we go to 2s. And when I do 2s, it's also good to do like say the middle strings, because the outer strings it's easy to hit cleanly. It's the middle 2 that I find that are hard to hit cleanly. So I'm going to say them while I'm playing them. It adds sort of an extra level of complexity you know, to kind of make things fun. So we'll say A and D, D, A, D, A, A, D, D, A, A, D. And so on. You can do the same thing when you get down to 1. A, D, D, A, A, D, D, A, A, D. And there's a little trick to doing the single bow, single string, because that's the most complicated one. And I like to break it up into upper 2 strings and bottom 2 strings. I'm still going to feel like I'm relaxed here. So the top 2 strings are doing this. I had to kind of shake this out a little bit to release it. And now the bottom 2 strings will be doing this. Another tip is because the pec is contracting, if you do a subtle pressure back against the wall this way, that's going to cause the back side of the shoulder to contract, pulling your elbow back, and that's going to automatically release this. So that's kind of another bio feedback or bio response that you can do. In addition, if you're having trouble, I'm going to put this down because it fell off. Let's see. I'm not going to touch then, so I can hold up the instrument. But here's what it's like when you put together these 2 different pairs of string crossings in order to get the 4 bows, 1 on each string. So upper 2, bottom 2. So you get good at each one of these separately. Put it together. Now the only thing is you just start on either E or on G. I like to start on E because my elbow's lower. Now I feel like I might be tightening up a little bit. I'm going to kick my elbow against the wall and try again, see if I can go a little faster. And so that helps. That's the tip for you. Try to keep everything relaxed, and using your brain, you can break on through to the other side.